Welcome to another episode of the JAG Show.
Jaggerinos.
Hope you guys didn't mind that. That was something that we're working on. That's going to be the new theme. We're going to, fix that up for you guys. But just something we want to introduce right away, the new Jag Show theme.
I want to get something squared out right now because I heard Dre said he called us Jagalinos. Is that right?
Oh.
Jaggerinos.
Are we Jagalinos? Jagalites?
I think.
Are we Jagonians?
I think whatever people want to call us, that would be fine with me. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Jag.
So you want to leave your identity open?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It seems to be the norm nowadays, so I'm not mad at you for that.
Yeah. Don't. Be
I don't know what I want to be.
Don't be mad at me, babe. I just wanna be me.
I just want to be. I don't know what that is.
A Jagalino.
Thank you for
Right?
everybody
Jagalino?
that's tuning in.
From LA.
We appreciate. This is the Jag Show,
100%.
of course. Another episode. I am JD Marcel, of course. To my right is AJ Moreno.
Yo.
Of course, special guest, Peter Pablo. ¿Cómo estás, Pablo?
Not to be confused with the real Petey Pablo.
Oh,
please.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
there's
Don't
another-
go. He's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
Pablo.
Or PBO or just Pablo.
Yeah.
PBL. Oh, yeah, like the peanut
Yeah.
butter and
Oh, I
okay.
forgot about Petey Pablo.
And, of course, producer
Who
Dre
days?
Day All Day. ¿Cómo
Oh,
estás?
motherfucking day.
We have an interesting show for you guys today.
That's not true.
Damn.
Damn.
You're right, man.
Should we
You're
call
Don't
right.
believe
Should we
him.
call him Pretty Pablo?
Oh.
I like that.
I like that. I like that.
You're
a lot.
so pretty.
So
You're
there's actually
so pretty.
So there's a guy that we recently hired at my job, and his last name is this is how he pronounces it Prettyman.
What?
He pronounces it Prettyman,
Pretty man.
Pretty?
but it's spelled Pretty Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's just like no, it's pretty man,
It's Prettyman,
but it's
yeah.
pretty man.
But it's spelled fucking Pretty
damn.
Man.
Imagine how handsome his ancestors must have been. To
Yeah.
be called that. You
I
know?
had to be his
To
ancestors.
inherit that
It had to be his
surname,
ancestors
yeah.
because he's not a handsome man.
By God, sir, you are a pretty
He
man.
was probably the dark
By
sheep of the family.
George, I'd say that's one pretty man.
fucking pretty man.
Is that why they call me Lovely Nutsack?
Yeah, it's probably
wow.
what.
Wow.
Sorry.
With all
Hey,
those chubs.
Back to you, guys.
Damn. It's because of all the wrinkles on your sack, dude.
Ah.
Jaggerinos.
Jagalites.
You know what? I do have some sad news for everybody.
Jaggos?
Or everybody that knew this guy, but unfortunately, that famous TV host,
Anthony Bourdain.
I like how you say
Anthony
that guy from TV died.
that one dude.
All right, so check this out, man. I got a lot of flack for this week.
hold
So like my best friend, like Ivan, his woman was a really big fan. Like they are very big fans of Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
And when he told me
reservations.
that he'd passed, my initial reaction was like, "Who?" And he's like, "Are you fucking kidding
They got
me?"
offended.
He got a little offended.
all
He's
right.
like, "Are you fucking serious, Angel?" And I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know who that
being
is.
honest.
Yeah.
And I said to
Yeah.
him, I was like, "Oh, is that the magician?" Oh man, that shit lit him up even worse. He's like, "Oh my fucking God, I can't believe you right now." And I'm like, "Man, like I don't know who this cat is." And he started listing shows, right,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he's
yeah.
been on, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that sounds like some Travel Channel shit." He goes, "So you have seen him?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro.
No.
I never had a cable. We never watched Travel Channel in my
Yeah.
house."
Same here.
And he had people like Jason saying like that guy from TV died, and me going, that's fucked up. dog."
Apparently, he was a big deal.
He was.
Well, because I started looking up some of the things that, like I started looking him up because everybody was making such a big deal out of it. I just never knew who the man was. I didn't know anything about him.
and
like
then
that.
nobody's
Nah,
hating
I
on
knew
that.
he was. He was okay. Well, what it was is he was a famous chef. He started out as a famous chef.
Yeah.
But if you want to know some details, is like he was a dropout from college. He got a job in this kitchen. He worked his way up.
Yep.
He wrote a book that was basically giving you the raw details of how kitchen life is.
For sure.
He blew up, got a TV show, blew up even more. Then he said, "Fuck it, I don't want to do a food TV show anymore. I want to do a travel show where I just go to the slums and shit."
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it became like he went from the Travel Channel to CNN
Oh,
and
no
started
shit.
doing like reports and stuff.
Damn.
And some people say he might have died because of his girl.
Yeah,
She
yes.
was gonna break up with them, or she was cheating on with some other dude or something. But
Really?
it's fucked up.
God,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
This guy has a history of heroin, like he's done
Yeah.
drugs in the
Oh, yeah.
past,
Uh-huh.
but he's lived. He's a man that's lived.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I learned a lot about him when he was on Rogan, and that was a
Okay.
pretty dope episode, man. But it sucks to lose that guy.
No, yeah,
That's
definitely,
crazy.
definitely. Anthony Bourdain, you know, he went all over the place, and he did the craziest shit. He ate the most exotic foods, and I really enjoyed that because I'm a huge
Dude.
foodie. Like I of course, you know, I'm fat.
Of course,
I just had to jump in right
Yeah.
there, right? Sorry.
No, but
He's
you
so
know what?
precious.
you appreciate the culinary arts.
Of course, and I'm more than willing to try something new.
Dig.
Okay, from another country, a delicacy from another country. Although it may look weird, you know, you never know until you fucking taste it.
Yeah.
You know, and
So-
this
so-
guy
so you-
was
so you
daring
love the
enough to
bull's
go
penis, right?
somewhere and fucking do that. Try that. Try, you know, different kinds of alcohol or food or whatever the fuck. And very informative. And he seemed like a pretty chill guy. And it sucks that, you know, his life went down this path. He was.
Hell yeah.
It looked like he was doing really, really great.
But
And-
isn't that really like how most like famous folk seem to be? They seem to be fine.
Well, that's
They
the
seem
thing.
to be okay.
That's the thing. It's
And
like,
then out of nowhere, they just decided, you know, fuck it, I'm out. Like, I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm done. And then they go, and it's wild to me because so many people aspire to be that and to get to those levels and
Right.
to, you know, enjoy the fruits of that sort of labor, right? Like, so many people want to get to that point,
Mhm.
and then when some do, it's just, I mean, it's like they're just not able to handle the everyday, and then they want out. Like, that's
Mhm.
wild. It's wild to me. Like, you have anything and everything that you want, you can have it.
and you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm sure, like, most people are thinking,
It's
like,
wild.
what the fuck happened? This guy, you know, had everything, you know, going for him. He seemed like a pretty happy guy. You know, doing his show and, you know, exploring the world.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to live that life, honestly? And, but that just shows you that, you know, the human psyche is unpredictable. You never fucking know. We really don't know enough about ourselves and the human mind and what it goes through, because we don't understand why he did what he did, or many countless other people that, you know, unfortunately committed suicide.
Yeah.
We really don't know, and that's very sad. But yeah, you know, rest in peace to that guy, because, you know, he did teach me a lot too. You know, different countries in the world and different foods. Rest in peace.
I just love that Jason keeps calling him this guy. Every time he does
I'm gonna
it,
miss you,
What?
Tony.
Anthony
I don't-
Bourdain, what the fuck?
you address him by his name,
Oh,
sir.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Bourdain.
Sir Anthony Bourdain. You know,
Yeah,
rest in
there you
peace
go.
to Anthony Bourdain. I was going to say this guy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah, but hey, Pablo, you went to you went to a place called the DB Lounge
Oh,
this weekend.
Yes,
How
I
was
did.
that, man?
The what lounge?
it's called Club DB Lounge in Downey.
Okay.
It's where the old Downey Billiards used to be.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've seen that place. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've never been inside though. What's it like?
You know what? It's really flashy. I
Oh, all right.
Tons of table services everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then, they have 2 rooms. Main room is more of a Latin feel to it. And then
Okay.
you got your hip hop and everything else in the
Catch me-
larger room.
Catch me in the back then. Yup.
Oh man, they even had a
Sorry.
Too soon,
No, no,
man.
no.
Too soon.
no. They had a really nice setup.
That's cool.
It's very flashy.
See, I remember going to that place when it was Downey Billiards, and it was cool. It was really
great.
cool. It was great. It's Downey Billiards. I don't know what happened or why it didn't make it. I mean, there always seemed to be a lot of people there, you know, playing pool, drinking up. They had a bar there, of course, and it was really cool. But
Sometimes it's just a matter of rebranding. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It could be because I mean, how much money were those billiard tables really making you at the end of the
dude.
day?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, you got people coming in there, and if they're there to play pool and they're putting money on the table betting against themselves, like how much money are they really spending on drinks? Essentially, you're providing like a playground for people to come in and really not spend much money. So how do you get people to come in and spend money? Get rid of the pool tables, get a dance floor in there. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And
Yeah.
and offer services to bring you the alcohol so that you can keep drinking. and stuff it down
it's
your
all
gullet.
about dancing and alcohol.
Well, it's all about making money. Is what it is, man.
A lot of spots like that are going under too because the one in Maywood is gone.
The
billiards?
Yeah, that one in Maywood on Gage. Atlantic
is fucking no
yeah,
more.
most places like that. There, I mean, you'll probably find like a billiard table at a bar. You know what I mean? Like that's probably like what it's going towards. But it's people are kind of removing themselves from it being the center. I guess the centerpiece.
Main attraction.
Yeah,
the main attraction to their place. Just billiards.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. I know the Glen.
I hope that never happens.
The Glen has billiards.
I was there last night.
Place,
but it's small, you know. And you know what? I like the Glen a lot more for pool.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
I was there last night, and I got to witness someone get their ass kicked. It was great.
At where? At
the Glen. Yeah.
Oh, you were there last night?
I was there last night.
Shit.
And there was someone in the parking lot who was talking
What's the Glen?
A good amount of shit. It's a bar in Downey off a corner of Stewart and Gray.
Downey, Texas.
Old River School Road. But it's a cool joint. It's a cool little joint. In any case, this dude was talking a shit ton. He was just talking a lot of shit, talking out of his ass, right? He had already gotten chucked out by the bouncers, and then on his way out, decided to pick a fight with some other dudes, and or with another dude, and he didn't realize that dude had way more dudes with him, and they stomped that dude the fuck out.
Oh.
And I mean, he was being obnoxious though. He was being a jerk. So nobody really stopped them until it was like a real like stomping out of like. Could have killed this dude type shit. So people were like, all right, he's had enough. And they broke it up. And he still got up and was talking all kinds of shit. Lord. And it's like, bro, you want to die. Like, you just asking for it, right? And, I mean, the saddest part for me, the whole thing for me, is that this dude was at this bar, right? And there was nobody with him.
No, he was by himself.
There was nobody with him.
Yeah.
It's not like he was waiting for his people to come out or nothing, bro. Nothing. There was nobody with him, and he just stood there and waited.
Was he like an older gentleman or something like that?
I mean, I'll probably say he was maybe in his like late 20s, early 30s. Like I don't think I'm probably like I wouldn't put him past that, But it just he got to a level where he was so fucked up that he's just fucking with everybody. Thinking that, nobody's going to take action. I don't know. A drunk asshole is messing with me, and I see that he's drunk. I'm not really going to do much about it. Like, he's fucking drunk, right?
Yeah.
But some people don't take it that way. Some people don't give a fuck what you're on. How dare you fucking touch me? Don't fucking talk to me, and they'll whoop your ass. Like, and that's exactly what happened. That man got his ass whooped. He got to serve some sweet.
What's the point? I mean, what's the point
chin music
where you realize like, oh shit, I'm gonna get my ass kicked?
You don't realize until you're getting your ass kicked. You don't realize that that's gonna happen. You think you hot.
Especially like with all these fools surrounded by you. Well, I mean, I guess the guy was like really fucking drunk. You think he's gonna remember his ass beating?
Hell no,
right?
Fool. Hell no.
He'll just feel it in the morning.
Have you ever gotten so drunk that you've gotten into an altercation and you don't remember what the fuck happened?
Nah, I remember all my altercations.
Oh.
All of them.
I like the way he says that. I remember
all my altercations.
I remember all my altercations.
Yep. Well, actually, there was one time. I'll tell you guys about it.
Why'd you ruin it, man?
It's the first time I went out and I got drunk, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I know it, though, but I know it. So my cousin and I were fresh 21. We had gone to Arizona to go visit my family. Okay. And so while we're out there, it's the first time we'd gone out there to visit that we're of drinking age. So, naturally ask, around and be like, oh, where's a good place to go drink? And they're like, not really around here. Like, there's really nothing around here. Like, the only thing that you might be able to find is if you go, like, towards, the college, ASU. Like, if you try to go down there, maybe you'll find something. And I'm like, all right. Okay. Sweet deal. Here we go. So there we go, right? We're going to visit, and we're at some random bar right outside. Typical college bar. Just had, sports memorabilia everywhere, right? Like, just all kinds of shit on the walls. Just typical bar. But anyway, my cousin and I decided to lay waste to our livers and just have a good old time, right? And get all kinds of sauced up. And it was a good time. We were having a great time. I thought we were having a blast. I'm saying what's up to everybody. Everybody's being real friendly. It's all good, right? And then we start leaving because the group of people that we had met up with decided they're like, oh, there's a better place. Let's go down the road. And we're like, well, we don't know shit, so let's go. I'm down, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. We waddle our asses out of that place. And as I'm leaving, the bouncer standing outside decides to, as I'm leaving, I'm like, all right, man, you have a good night. And I put my hand out for a handshake to the bouncer, and the bouncer kept his hands crossed, and he laughed at me.
What?
He just kept his hands crossed, and he's like,
Like that?
Yeah. And I was like, you don't have to be a fucking dick just because you're a fucking giant asshole. Like, I went off, dude. I went off talking all kinds of shit to this dude that could have easily murdered me with a flick of a finger. Like, he just could have.
And what happened?
I got carried away. My cousin grabbed me before that dude did. And he's like, hey, I'm sorry about him, bro. And he fucking threw me on his shoulder. And he's like, we out. And I'm like, nah, man, fuck this guy. I was talking shit until he threw me in the car.
I would love to see that, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just never know. A little liquid courage goes a long way, man.
A long way, bro. That guy was, I'm not joking, bro. He was huge, and I had no business talking to that man. I had to look up to talk to him and be like, man, fuck you, man.
You're like,
you know what? I have had a similar experience.
Where you're too brave.
Please do tell.
No,
PBL.
no, but you know what? Maybe I did have it coming to me. Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I ended up getting kicked out of Joseph's Bar and Grill.
Joseph's Bar and Grill. Where's that at? I don't know.
It's in Downey too.
Oh,
yeah, man,
but,
this guy likes being in Downey.
But everybody doesn't like Joseph.
Not everybody.
For some reason, and it's for the same reason. It's the security guards could be extra dicks.
Oh, really? What is that? What is that?
Yeah.
What is it that you?
They deal with them They deal with drunk assholes
all day,
the time.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I get that. You get frustrated, but it doesn't mean that you have to take it out on somebody else. I mean, you could take it out on the drunk fool that's being annoying in front of you, but
I wasn't being that annoying.
But see, that's the thing, though.
But I had it coming when I bumped the security guard.
What happened? Well, how did you bump into the security guard?
I
want to know.
Won't touch him.
No, because he stepped in front of me, and I took the opportunity. He was being a dick earlier.
Really?
So I was like, hey, get out of my fucking way. And so I bumped him.
Move.
And then when I did that, I walked away, and he pushed me from behind.
Oh.
And so I went flying. And then I turned around, and I told him, what the fuck is your fucking problem?
Yeah.
At that point, the other
guys came.
grabbed me and took me away. And
damn.
Yeah. So it could have been worse.
Damn.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
It
could have been worse. Those guys do. I mean, they'll fuck you up, like for real. They'll punch you a couple times on the way out.
I just went outside.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
You should be happy that ended peacefully.
Yes.
You know?
Honestly,
no,
yeah.
well, you know what? I ended up having to wait a long time to get my card back.
Your card.
Yeah, because I had started a tab.
I hope you left zero
days?
tip. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. It's not the bartender's fault.
I hope you gave them all the tip.
Dang.
Nah, just the tip. Just
just
the
the
tip.
tip.
They don't deserve the full.
I only had one situation where I was at like a friend's birthday thing.
Nice.
And I got so fucked up, and I'm sorry for that. You know who you are if you're listening, man. But I got fucked up, and I was, talking to people, and how's it going? And I was apparently, according to one of my friends, that was pretty much taking care of me the whole night. He was watching me, and I was talking to this one girl, and apparently the girl was with somebody else who wasn't her boyfriend. And he, either way, seemed very upset that I was talking to her. And I remember a flashback of that dude saying, I don't like you. And I'm all like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I blacked out again. Like, I don't remember anything. But apparently I almost got in a fight with this dude. Yeah. And they ended up kicking him out.
Oh, wow.
Because it was my friend's party. I don't know who.
Go.
Yeah.
Hey, you weren't in the wrong, man.
Yeah. But
whatever, dude.
She wasn't.
Ain't no ring on that finger, bro. Back it up.
Yeah, seriously. And I ended up like waking up on the floor in the living room, like of that dude's house. Like,
that's
I was like,
that's the only way to do it.
Oh shit!
Nice.
And there was like a whole package of water bottles next to me. So
you're like, oh, this must be for me.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I got so fucked up.
What splendid service. Fantastic.
No, but yeah. Do you guys believe in beings from another planet?
I haven't seen them with my own eyes, but I mean, I haven't seen a lot of things with my own eyes. And,
that's very, very true.
Would you consider everything that's recorded and sightings, testimonies? Would you say that that's a fair amount of evidence?
I don't know. I mean, ever since the internet came out, like sightings have gone down something like 75 or 80%.
Sightings?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Reportings.
Wow.
Yeah.
75 or 80, because it seems like it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
It kind of, but I mean, it's the same videos though, right? Like, it's existing videos.
I mean,
right?
yes, of course they're gonna show the best cases or whatnot.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I don't know. I've seen quite a few videos on the
like
internet.
crop circles was a thing before, right?
Crop
Like,
circles was
that
a thing,
was the
and I
thing
don't believe in
before.
crop circles.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think, I mean, it's been debunked. They've shown how they make them.
right, as
and-
intricate as they may be. But
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
for sure.
But then again, fuck, you never know. I mean, maybe one crop circle somewhere in the history of mankind was real.
Yeah.
And then, people are like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to start fucking doing that. And then they start fucking, making them themselves. But I don't know. I mean, I've always said, the universe is huge. And we're probably never going to know, the extent of that size in our fucking lifetime. We're never going to go across the universe. We're never going to reach that. We're not going to. But there may be, other creatures out there. There may be some other being somewhere that is thinking the same thing that we're thinking. Like, are there other beings out there? And there might be beings that, have evolved to a point where they can travel. Maybe not so much just faster than the speed of light, but maybe they've, found out a way to travel through time and space, in what we call or what we consider wormholes, which allows us to travel through time and space a lot quicker. Essentially, whoop, one place to another in a matter of minutes or whatever.
Theoretically.
Theoretically speaking. And that's what
right.
I'm saying. Like, maybe they figured out a way to do
the
that.
technology. Yeah, maybe the technology is already so far advanced.
So then
it's there,
they
right?
wouldn't be extraterrestrial. They would be interdimensional.
And isn't that and so that's kind of I would argue that who's to say that they're not all one and the same? I've said the same thing about like gods and deities, right? Like because people talk about them like
that's
that
a
all day long.
possibility, too.
And who's to say that they're not the same thing? Like, what if we're all just seeing it? What if it's just a matter of perception, and we're seeing it from a different perspective each time, and it's in fact the same fucking? It might literally be the same being.
It could be. It quite possibly could be.
You're talking about interdimensional time and space can pop
or
up here in an
beings,
instant. For sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, you pop in and out in an instant wherever it is that they may be, come and go as they please, who knows? Who knows? They can pop in on this planet at a different time, right? Like, for all we know, people keep making new discoveries in the past, right? Keep digging up new fossils, new things, new developments, new, and it's like, is it really new?
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Is it some butterfly effect type stuff where somebody's making a visit in the past and then dropping that off, or making an instance happen that was not previously found, and now we're running into it? You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah, most definitely. And it's crazy.
You're saying whether or not everything's planted.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I don't mean like it's purposely planted, like as a plot or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that a series of events, events happened, right? That we're not aware of, that we don't. It's not part of our books. It's not part of our history. It's not a part of anything. And it may just be one of those things where somebody traveled back. Stepped on a broken twig, right? And all of a sudden it changed everything, right? That's why I said some butterfly effect stuff. You just don't know. Yeah. And then now all of a sudden in a site, right? In a site where you might have dug already, you might have already had some findings. Now all of a sudden you're coming up with brand new stuff. Wait, where was this? Where was this before, right? Right. I don't know.
It could be. It could be. That's what they call like some sort of Mandela effect, where something that was known. For some reason, for some people, that's always been the norm, and then for some reason, other people see it as something else. Like, no, it's never been like that. It's always been like this.
Okay, one example, right? You guys remember the Tyson Holyfield fight, right?
Yes.
Now, do you remember Tyson? The fight ended as soon as he bit him, right?
Oh, I believe he bit him twice.
And they continue. Well, I mean, now I went back and I saw everything, but
ripped off his ear.
The fight.
But as soon as
and that was a part of it that was dangling.
Yes. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Well, if you go back and you look at any footage now, it's nothing like that.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you would think. I mean, I
hence the
think
Mandela effect. What?
He bit it
Interesting.
off and then he spit it out.
Yeah,
yeah. He sure did.
And I remember, the fight ending at that point.
Mm.
But I don't know.
Interesting.
The better
maybe it was
example
just
that
me.
I've heard about the Mandela effect is the Bernstein Bears, is because
Oh, yeah.
I've heard Bernstein.
Yeah.
It's Bernstein, whatever the fuck. It's Bernardstein.
yeah,
you know.
just the way that it's spelled is completely
It's
different.
Bud
from,
Holstein.
The Forrest Gump one too.
What about Forrest?
Forrest Gump.
I think I remember it being life is like a box of chocolates.
Uh-huh.
But now it's life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh, so instead of is, it's a past
Mhm,
tense.
mhm.
Was like
Yes.
a. How does that make sense, though? I mean, was a box of chocolates. Isn't she trying to explain to him how life is? What the fuck?
So if I were to watch that movie now, it's gonna tell me life was.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
gonna tell you life is
That's
was.
weird. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, see?
On the box it says life
On
is
the box.
like.
No, the
On
cereal
the box.
But you know what? I
But
mean,
in the video.
I've
yeah.
always had this theory,
Interesting.
and I don't know, this is just something that comes off of the top of my fucking head.
Go ahead.
Maybe we're a huge experiment to these, gods, if
Interdimensional
you will.
beings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this interdimensional beings, and maybe they're just checking up on everything that happens that we discover. That
that
just
we
to
create.
just for data research purposes. Maybe they're just trying to, because
Make
there
the
have
ultimate
been
being or something.
there have
I don't
been
know.
reports of seeing UFO activity in other countries, like in Mexico, after like a large earthquake, and maybe that's just to record our reactions to this huge event that's happened before. Maybe they're just doing that, to test us as human beings to see what it is that we do, how we react to these things. I don't know. That's just.
Do you suppose we're being graded?
Well, if we're being graded, I don't know. Fuck, dude.
Well, because
I hope we get an A, though.
We're like the most unnatural, like, being on this planet, right? Like every other animal on this planet has, falls in a certain part of this like circle of life, right?
Mhm.
And so like we
Spectrum.
know that like predators, right, eat prey, and what animals are prey and eat plants,
Right.
and we're just kind of like a combination of both of those things
Right.
because we've learned how to use tools,
Mhm.
and so we turn the knife on what would typically, I suppose, be a predator to us,
Right.
our predator,
Mhm,
right? We
mhm.
turned it around and we're like, no, fuck it, I'm stabbing you in the throat
Yeah.
and eating your ass,
Mhm,
like, right?
mhm.
So are we? I mean, do you believe that maybe we're just kind of we were just kind of thrown here and just seen like
How we do?
how we do and we're being graded?
It's quite possible, dude. I mean, you know what? That would be very interesting. Like, here you go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, my children.
Well, I mean, technically, with again, our species, Homo sapiens, right? We have a missing link, don't we?
Apparently
Do we?
so, yeah.
Apparently so. So the only thing that, to me, that makes sense is perhaps aliens or interdimensional beings
Right.
coming to Earth, seeing primates as an example,
Okay.
and using them to experiment. So therefore, creating us. As unnatural as that sounds.
Yeah. No. That sounds pretty on.
Yeah.
I have been, going on the internet and seeing things regarding, species that could have been before us. And they think they may have found a species that was before Homo sapiens that had some sort of elongated skull. And if you have you seen that? Here we go. See these creatures right here with elongated skulls.
They had to be Peruvian.
And there's something going on in Peru, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what, but
I think they would wrap their
called
heads.
orgies.
They would wrap their heads
But they did.
in worship of certain deities that they believe in.
Okay,
That's what
and the thing is that would make sense. Well, they did a DNA test, and normally if they are Homo sapien, it would be 100% DNA. But they found out that it wasn't 100% DNA. They don't know what the other percentage is. That's not
Monkey.
Homo sapien.
It's unidentified.
It's unidentified. Also, that wouldn't even if we wrapped our heads to elongate the skull, it wouldn't take into consideration the weight of a skull. The skull is a certain amount of weight, but they found out that these elongated skulls that you can see right here are heavier than a normal oh fucking shit, that they're heavier than a normal human being's skull. So they don't know how to explain that, and that's why they're thinking that could be another creature that was before Homo sapien, another type of species, quite possibly the missing link. There's also theories, of course, because of the weird features that this creature had, that it could be a hybrid of some sort of alien being with Homo sapien, and that could account for the other small percentage of DNA that goes into. But you never know. I mean, do you guys think that this could be possible?
Yeah, and I mean, and you would imagine that, you know, this being eventually was because obviously this being doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Coneheads.
So how did it come about? Yeah, right. So how did it come about that they no longer exist, and why are they dead? And is it because they were different? Is it because Homo sapiens saw something that was different and saw it as a threat and took it out?
And that's quite
fucking
possible.
Racist, bro. We've been racist for so
dicks.
long.
We're very animalistic.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Such assholes.
We give into base instincts sometimes.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And you know what? I mean, honestly, the Neanderthal, Neanderthal, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce it, they lost to us. They were living aside us, and then they lost to us. We pretty much wiped them out of existence. We put them into extinction. They couldn't cope, and we used that to our advantage.
Yeah.
And so they died out.
I mean, there could have been some sort of cataclysmic type of event where, you know, they couldn't think their way out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Survival.
Hence,
survival.
And it's weird to think that too, because
like they didn't know to put on a fucking blanket in the cold. You know, like
kill bear, or
they didn't know how to start fires.
Got cold.
Got freeze to death.
Got freeze to death.
But the thing about Homo sapiens is
they didn't know English.
They had larger heads, and they had a bigger brain than us, and they still died.
Size doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Yes, it does.
No. So I don't know, but I do have this video, and it shows a UFO sighting. So there's this passenger on a flight.
He tells the girl that he has a very large penis.
Yeah, I love that fucking little thanks, Dre. But I do have this video, and it shows they're on a flight somewhere, and then within the clouds, whatever she's... Oh, yeah, sure, go for it.
Well, I mean, there have been many...
oh, like, yeah.
Is this going to be a segment?
This is going to be a segment. Let's do it.
Is it ghosts? Or is it fucking assholes? J or nay?
That's J or nay, everybody. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So J or nay finally has a theme song. Thank you for playing that, Dre. We appreciate it.
Pepper
awesome.
for giving us a little gem.
Pepper, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. That's fucking awesome. I love that.
Well, thank you, Peppa. Thank you.
But this, yeah. So she's recording, and then she sees something that she can't explain. She's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Play the video.
Oh, watch that.
Play the video and tell us
What
what's
is
going on.
that? Holy crap.
Oi?
Karen, what is that? What is that?
What the fuck?
That is a Dementor.
I believe
For
it.
those of you that can't see, there's just this random, very
that is
dark
a Dementor,
apparition, and it is popping out from the clouds.
Right?
See, but you couldn't tell whether or not that was the shape.
No,
Or
if
or
that
if
was
it
leaving
a
a trail,
of some sort,
exactly.
yeah.
You don't know.
It
I mean, for all
seemed
you know,
like
that's an
very
invisible jet.
But the easiest
that we can't see,
explanation would
and
be
that right there is the
Dementor.
exhaust. You know what I'm saying? Or a Dementor.
Hey, maybe the government, maybe the government, does
Created
have
them.
something like that. It's quite possible.
It's trying to find Harry.
But if that's the case, if it's an invisible jet and it's leaving a trail, it's not doing a very good
I'm
job.
just saying,
It's
if
in
you're
its
trying to-
trial run.
If you're trying to find Harry, dude, just hang out outside of a waxing place and catch him before they go in.
Dude, but the thing is, that shit looked really weird. Like, at first I thought it looked like it was moving like a tentacle. And then it was like it was elongated and it was black. And then all of a sudden I see it.
And that's when he told her
Yup.
he had a very large penis.
But that's
Dre lagged it, so I had to do it by myself.
Aye, Dre. But what do you think, Pablo? What do you think? Jay or nay?
See, this one's a little. I really can't say for sure.
What is it that is holding you back from believing that this is real?
As soon as I heard Carrie, what is that? Yeah.
What that's what did it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what did it. That's what
Yeah.
did it for me. No,
Why isn't there more panic?
I honestly don't know what.
Yeah, I don't care,
what's
man.
going
If I'm on
on.
a plane with like other people,
You're gonna scream.
I'm like, yo, fucking look at the shit,
You're gonna see
and I'm
it.
gonna get everybody's attention to look at it because I don't want to be the only one.
I don't want to get off track. All right, so I'm just gonna say a nay.
Nay?
Nay.
Okay. And you're gonna say
I want to be Jay.
mhm,
I want to be Jay. Just wanted to say that.
I
so
fucking
funny.
love that.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Get this weak stuff out of here.
Man, was that Matumbo? What was that? Is that the Kimbe? You get this weak stuff out of here.
Get those weak stuff out of here. It kind of sounded like
Talk that
a little
shit to me.
Russian. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I thought you were trying to be Arnold.
Hey, Jay,
Get out of here.
Jay, Obama wanted to weigh in.
There are white folks, and then there are ignorant motherfuckers like you.
He wanted to weigh
How
in.
dare you?
He said,
I'm not
he
even
said,
close
he said,
to being white.
He said nay.
He said
yeah,
nay?
yeah.
Nay.
Obama said no. If Obama said no, I'm gonna have to say no too.
Hey,
no
man,
to the
Obama.
Dementor.
No, okay.
No to the
What do you
Dementor.
say?
I honestly don't know, man. I am a little baffled by it.
Yeah.
I bring all this stuff because I honestly don't know.
You don't know what to make of it.
what to make of it. Yeah,
drunk, but there he goes.
yeah. Because
So
I
when
mean,
you watch these things, like, because obviously, right, you see everything before you bring it onto the show. When you're watching these things, tell me a little bit about this setting. Like, are you in your room?
I
There
know.
are
Tell me.
candles.
Are the lights off?
oh yeah, my pants
Are
are
you?
off.
Oh,
Wait,
what else
what?
is off?
He has a box of tissues.
I'm just
there.
I'm just trying to get into your head. Or
The lube is within distance.
hey, how are we coming along with that jack off station that I asked for? Are we gonna get
Yeah,
that?
honestly.
You can see my dick from here.
It's an easy build, dude. All we need is a chair, VR goggles, a little lotion, and some hand towels,
That is a good idea,
I'm
actually.
down. I'm
and
down.
then
I
that's
would
it, right?
And
Just-
then,
Oh, and
you have
that-
the virtual goggles on, and you jerk it, and we just record you in the chair
Sweet.
jerking it, and you don't have no idea.
Oh, that's
We're do-
awesome.
We're doing it in front of an audience.
Oh, nice.
We'll put you in the booth, and then like you start jerking off in the virtual, and then like we'll just take it off of you very slowly.
Oh, you're just gonna crane it off of me and be like,
Some
"Ah,"
dude,
and I'm
like-
still there just whacking it, like, right? Because I'm still in VR, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just be doing this, like,
Yeah,
Take like
yeah.
you're in the middle of LA somewhere.
dude.
Everybody's just watching.
That'd be dope.
And then come the cops.
That'd be dope.
Oh.
They're like, all right, sir, go ahead and get in the back of the bus. And you're like, all right. And then you know you're going to be jerking in. You know what I'm saying? Ah, that dude, I watched that game.
I saw an article
I
that
watched
there
that
was a
game.
guy. I saw an article where there was a guy that got taken down. It took 9 cops to take him down while he was masturbating in public.
Are you
Wow.
fucking kidding me?
Like
That
I think that guy
motherfucker was on
just,
PCP
Oh
or
yeah, he
some
was
shit
trying
like that,
so
man.
hard to like just keep
sucks.
whacking it, and like they're like no, like, and so they had to take him down, but it took like 9 dudes, And this dude was fighting them all off while continuing to smoke.
Wait, with one arm?
Junk. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, he had to have switched up. Like,
Hey, you think in the mix of the fight and the tussle, he asked one of the cops, like, yo, you just give it a little tug. Come on.
somebody had to touch his dick or something.
Help me?
Hey,
Whether they wanted to or not, somebody did it, for sure.
Either you finish this or me. It's going to get done.
You think they wore gloves when
I'll
they...
go a lot
when they-
easier if you guys just make me blow it. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
I'm
let me
almost
finish.
done,
Just let me
guys.
finish.
God, fuck.
Come on, my whole body softens up if you just make me come.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
might
No
work.
dice. No dice. I'm beating you.
Hey, so another news. Coming soon.
In other
The World
news,
Cup.
today.
The World Cup is
Oh,
coming.
shit. So you guys
to
going to
the
go to
world.
that? You guys going to go to that shit that's going to happen in the middle of the street?
What shit's going to happen in the
They're
middle of the
gonna-
street? I don't even know.
They're
Fuck.
going to show the World Cup in the middle of the street on, like, in the corner, in this section of Atlantic and Gage and shit.
Oh, are you
they're
fucking
not.
kidding me?
Really?
Yeah. They're
On
gonna
the
shut-
corner
the
of
fuck-
Atlantic and Gage?
They're going to shut it down. And I thought you guys were going to go.
No.
Whoa,
What the
whoa.
fuck?
But, dude, those games are fucking early as fuck.
I guess they're going to do it early then.
Damn.
Yeah, they're like
They're striking a shit
2 or
those
3 in the
streets
morning,
down.
4 in the morning.
Dang, bro.
I have a coworker that's going to Russia
Tight.
for the games
Is he getting
with her
deported?
husband. And
Tight.
yeah, dude, she's going to multiple games. I don't know what.
That shit's gotta be expensive. That shit can't
man,
be cheap.
they must have saved up for fucking years. But she's going. That's
That's
fucking
nice.
crazy,
Bitch,
dude.
you thirsty? Please grab a Sprite.
Would you guys go to Russia if you had the fucking means?
If I had the means, I'd go
No.
anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd go anywhere
No,
if I
but
had
to-
the means.
yeah,
if I had the
just
money
to see
for
the-
it,
to see the
this,
World Cup?
hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Are you
right?
kidding me? They wouldn't like me much over there, but I'd still do it.
Hey, you know what else is coming up? Germany versus Mexico. What's going on?
Can't wait.
Is it June?
Yeah, it's the 16th.
16th? Yeah.
16th.
Tight.
Damn, man,
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna
a
be a
Saturday
good
morning.
day.
Sunday.
Saturday? No. Is it Sunday?
It's on a Sunday.
It's probably on a Sunday.
I think it's like
Nah,
8 in the
the
morning.
14th is a Thursday. That I know for sure.
the
So
14th,
the 16th is a
15th,
Saturday.
Oh.
16th.
Yeah.
Ah.
I got that unlocked for sure then.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to Disneyland on the 14th, and that's a Thursday.
You going to Disneyland? Can
I'm
I
going
go
to Disneyland. Baby, gonna take my baby to Disneyland.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Go to
yeah.
Disneyland.
Oh,
You are correct, sir.
yeah.
Damn it. I was
Yeah.
wrong.
It's all right. It
You
happens.
going to Disneyland on a weekday?
Hell yeah.
That's the best
That's
time
the
to go.
That's the time the plug has the hookup. So we about to get in. We about to get in for close to nothing. Oh,
Dude, I haven't been to Disneyland in years, man. I miss that fucking place.
I used to have a season pass
Really?
for like 4 or 5 years straight. I had it,
Really?
Yo.
What the fuck?
and
What
I
happened?
stopped. Well, 'cause I stopped paying for that shit.
That shit got expensive, man.
expensive, bro.
Even,
yeah.
It's
they
like
kept,
mad
they kept raising it
expensive.
even on the people that had it still.
Man,
Yeah,
going
fuck
up
you.
and up and up, and I'm like, man, I can't handle it. Like, it was cool, but it was it's a cool place to go to every once in a while. Just go if you
No, it
wanted to
isn't.
just go grab some shit real quick, you know,
Yeah.
grab a bite to eat.
I like the
jump
fact
on
that
a
it-
ride real fast.
I-
Like,
I don't
It was
like how you
cool.
can't drink there, man.
no,
There's
that's
one
why
spot.
That's why you go
California
to
Adventure's
California
better.
Adventure, dude. Just
Yeah.
get the
You
park.
lit the fuck up at California Adventure
Hell
and
yeah,
then go to
dude.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
And
be
you
all
go to
fucked
Ghirardelli.
Oh,
up
yeah. I can.
and be all so
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if they let you in.
Yeah, that's
you
what I was
show
gonna say. If they
you
let me
show
in.
up all fucked up and shit, yeah.
Bro,
they
you just gotta wear a bunch of shit on your head, and they don't
Eat
care.
some peanuts. That'll
They don't
help.
care.
eat some penis.
Everybody acts like an asshole there anyway. As long as you're not approaching children,
Be my guest.
like you're fine.
Ah.
Yeah.
No deal.
Yeah. I'm out. Fuck that. Hey, do you think that in that magic castle there was a magic dildo too, like, or some sort of
yeah. Yeah.
some
Some
sort of
magical scepter.
magical scepter object of some sort?
Some sort of magical phallic symbol.
Have you guys tried the Great
Just
Wolf
saying, be
the
my-
Great
be my
Wolf
guest.
Lodges?
what?
No, but I've heard about it.
Great Wolf Lodge.
I heard it's pretty cool. It's like
Great Wolf Lodge.
the pool like type thing, right?
It's an indoor water park,
Yeah.
but it's also like a hotel.
yeah.
It's super expensive, but you can spend the night
Sick.
and you can touch kids
Sick.
Ah.
for free.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry, that last part's not true.
Full disclosure, disclaimer: this show does not support the touching of kids in any way that is unwanted.
You know
It's
what? You're right.
unwanted or charged for
Yeah.
in any way, shape,
going
in any
that
way, shape, or form.
I thought I was doing service announcements. So I'm sorry.
Fucking Trey, dude.
They don't charge, dude. You can just walk in and just start touching.
Wow.
That's awful, yo. That's awful. It's just for real. I don't know. That's just crazy.
And
I just showed up, dude. Like I had my trunks off. Like it was cool.
This is like the second time that we talk about something like this. This is the second show. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, we did.
Whack.
I'll stop talking.
Fucking Dre, always bringing us to the dark side, dude.
I like how Angel was inside my brain.
I'm starting to get to know you a little better, man.
Fucking shit.
We're terrible, dude.
Yeah.
That's not
How did it go from
horrible human beings?
It went from fucking aliens to pedophilia, dude. Like what the fuck?
We were talking about
sorry.
but last week we were talking about necropedophilia.
Oh, you're right.
All
You're
right.
right. My bad.
It's having sex with
not only
dead
necrophilia,
kids.
necropedophilia.
That's right.
Did you bring condoms?
Yep.
God damn it.
It was the name of a band when we were in high school. That's what we were talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
and so
right.
we brought it up last week, and we were talking about having sex with dead kids. And so now, this week, we're talking about touching kids.
Man.
Hey, you were here, all right? You're part of the conversation. You know what was going down. You know what was shaking. You knew.
Oh man! Speaking of condoms, did you need any condoms? How did it go in the DV lounge, man? Did you dance? Did you get fucked up? I heard it was expensive as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was, dude.
Really?
It was.
Fuck that noise.
I'm not gonna say.
All right, don't say.
I'm not gonna say how expensive, but yeah.
All right, don't tell me.
There was a cover charge.
I was gonna say let's go right now, but
I got there early.
Like at what time?
Got it for free.
Hey,
motherfucker.
Yeah, and then waited
and you
for
left
everybody
early
else
too.
No, I actually left when they closed.
You shut it down. Good man. Got your money's worth.
Hell yeah.
That's
but
what's
did you
up.
get fucked up? Do you remember leaving?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
And then we went to Norms.
Kind of.
Norms. I haven't been to Norms in like fucking forever, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Norms. Norms is dope. You can go get yourself a fucking steak, shrimp,
some clam chowder.
Dude, that's exactly what I ate.
Yeah, for like $14. Like
I remember
you can't find that anywhere else.
We went to Norm's one time, and my dad ordered the clam chowder, and it was like I guess the last of it, and it was all fucking watered down, and like a disgusting cesspool, and it was like lukewarm too. It wasn't even hot, dude.
So man, they served them fucking semen food, like just some fucking atole acedo.
Jizz chowder.
Jizz chowder, bro. That's whack.
We were being nice. Why would they do that?
But it's late. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
You came too late.
They came on time.
Nah, you came to the wrong place.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh wait, you came.
Hey, you know what? I did want to mention something to you.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Talking about UFO sightings and whatnot, right?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say come. All right, no. Speaking of come.
Well, it was identified. So.
Oh.
So no, there was this one time, and I swear.
Everyone would love to.
What the fuck is going on?
Jesus H. Christ, bro. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, what do you do? Why you grabbing me like
I know. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Pablo.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a New Year's party.
Okay.
I was young, maybe like 18 or something.
Oh shit! All right.
And I shit you not, I saw a couple lights in the sky.
Oh.
And they started doing little maneuvers. Yeah. And
what?
Then I told everybody in the party.
Uh-huh.
And they all looked at me and was like, "Oh, what the heck are those lights?" Okay, so I ended up taking a picture. I don't have the picture with me.
Right.
But one of the lights ended up splitting off into two.
Whoa.
And then one was stationary, one was doing perfect circular like radio movements around that one object, and then there was another set. And then as soon as it hit midnight, there were about 7 of them.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. And everybody saw it.
Everybody saw it, but then
but everybody was fucked up.
Everybody was all
no one
fucked up?
screamed.
And it was a New Year's thing.
Yeah.
So
they were thinking, oh, maybe it's just like
it's a New Year's
planes
thing.
in the sky.
Yeah.
It's a helicopter.
But I could tell it wasn't.
It was not.
Like what? It was irregular movements in the sky. Irregular movements, like.
Well, I mean, like perfect circles, and then where they would just hover.
Huh.
Yeah, I ended up calling my this was in the city of Paramount.
Okay.
At a friend's house, a friend's New Year's party. My brother also lived in Paramount at the time, so I ended up calling him and telling him, hey, come outside, look him in the sky, and tell me what you see.
Yeah.
And then, he told me the exact same thing. He told everybody else.
Trip.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure if I called him right now, he'd confirm it.
He
See, but
confirmed?
that's kind of crazy.
Friends too, you know.
That's wild.
Because the thing about UFOs nowadays, especially with the creations of like drones, you know, a lot of people are mistaking drones for UFO sightings because they have lights on them, and it's a lot easier to, especially if it's like at a great distance. You know, you're not going to be able to see that it's a drone. You just see lights in the fucking sky.
Yeah.
But what if that's always been the case?
Drones?
No, lights in the sky. It could just be what, human.
Well, how?
Well, what I'm saying is that, like, all right, so we're talking about like technological advances, right?
Right.
And what's available to the public, right?
Okay.
What's available to us to be able to use in terms of our technology, right? And so, like, all this digital tracking that they do on our phones now, GPS and whatnot, that stuff existed before they put it in our hands.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
So my point is like drones.
It's always a military technology.
What if it was those things on a lot of these different sightings? Like you're saying, it's happening a lot now. What if it's always been that?
You know,
that's a
small
good,
small enough to where you can't actually see it, but bright enough to where you know something is there, and then they just got it dancing around
and
running on a program.
That's a good point.
Perfect.
And it could be that
because
a lot of the times.
Here, let me see that. Let me see
go
that.
for it. Go for it. Go for it. It could be
keep
that
talking
a
about
lot of the times.
You can program droids to do
yeah, special movements,
which is
and I agree with
my
that.
next thing.
It definitely could be that, and that could explain a lot of things, you know, and put people's minds at ease, whatever the fuck they're thinking. But that doesn't explain cave wall paintings or hieroglyphics of what seems to be UFOs or things flying in the sky.
Yeah.
It doesn't explain how people in those days, in that era, came about drawing or engraving that into the stone.
Oh, well, a good example is I think there's
got you. Don't trip.
That there's
I try to be quick on it.
Some obelisks in Egypt. You know, where they have the carvings, the wood, stone carvings. But they're so perfect on each side that they, I guess, deemed it not possible to have done it with the tools that they had at the time. You know? Like, you needed sophisticated
technology,
machinery, you know, to do that.
And there's a lot of things that
So just right quick, if we can we... Oh, are we on dual screen right now? You got it on? Tight. So what we're looking at right now is these are all drones.
Oh,
and
shit,
this is
dope,
at Coachella during the ending of what a DJ set by Odessa.
Okay.
And so basically, at the end of the performance, these things kind of just started fucking happening. The funny part about it is that because everybody was watching the stage, no one really noticed at first. Until and some people caught on, some people noticed, then all of a sudden more people started staring. They're like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. And these things start happening, which I think is fucking cool. Check that out, bro.
So fucking cool.
Synchronized, programmed, doing what they're told.
Yeah.
The one that I saw in Dubai, that she was going fast.
Oh yeah?
Really? Just like a fucking nightclub.
Should I look that up right now?
Christ.
Dubai drones?
Well, I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Time's running out.
Really quick. I want to see this.
Let's see if I can do it fast. Oh no, those are some flashy ass drones, bro.
Yeah,
like, that looks crazy to me. I'm not gonna find it now. Nah, I'm not gonna find it. All right, I quit. All right.
Well, I think that is it for today. Thank you everybody for joining us on the JAG Show. I want to thank AJ Moreno.
Hi.
Pablo, thank you for coming on. Of course, producer Dre Day all day. That is our new fucking theme song. You could always find us on Facebook at Official Jag Show, on Twitter at Official Jag Show, on Instagram _Jag_show, and of course on thejagshow.com. Thank you everybody for joining in on the Jag Show.
Jag Show.
Yeah!
yeah, I don't know how to end this one.
The Jag Show. On the Jag Show.